Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I have another GBB pistol review, and this one I was actually meaning to do a while ago, but I was busy, of course, and I apologize for that. But today's the day I could finally review the WE G23C. So, pretty much, this is going to be an in-depth review of the gun, and pretty much everything, that I could kind of say. I'll give you my, first impression on it, if it's reliable, if it's really worth your money, and all that other stuff like FPS. So everything will be discussed on this review. So first I will go with the indentations, the trademarks, and anything that has writing on it. So with a normal WE Glock model or Glock series pistol, you're going to get a G, just a big G. Then you'll get the number of the model, which is the 23. It's going to be tactical. And for this one, this is the only one that says .40. And I apologize for the white crayon. This is not fully finished, so it's kind of, crappy looking. So just please ignore that for now, because I'm in the process of marking this with the crayon. And you can see that my custom LOCK that I etched in there with a knife actually from a distance looks pretty legit. If I like hold it like this, you probably can't really tell a difference. But anyway, so usually due to copyright with Real Glock Company, any company that will replicate a Glock pistol is only going to use a G. But since WE is the only Glock company, or the only company that make Glock copies, this is pretty much the only brand you're going to find, well, easily at least. There are other brands, but they are very, very difficult to acquire. Next, we move on to where it says Gen 4. Let me make this a little bit clearer. Gen 4, which normally would have the Glock logo on there as well, but since this is a replica, it's not going to go full trademark. Then, on the bottom of the magazine, we have, there we go. We have WE Tactical, one second. WE Tactical, made in Taiwan, and that's just for the mag base. You could get custom mag bases, which I have on a couple of my Glock pistols that have the legit Glock logo on the very bottom, but that's on the other pistols at the moment. On this other side of the pistol, you're going to get the patent pending logo, which normally would be a serial number for the pistol itself, but since this is a replica, it's just a patent that they're currently in progress of making their own, I guess. Okay, and then for up by the little thumb slit right here, you're going to get made in Taiwan, WE Tactical Company, Ltd. And then on the slide, you're going to get two markings there. And what I've noticed that compared to the other Glock or replica Glock pistols that I have that are WE, this is the first one to use this symbol. Normally a garter symbol or a Tokyo Marui or anything Tokyo Marui has that symbol. It's kind of weird to see WE have that symbol. I'm not really used to seeing that. It's a lot different in the other WEs, so that's just kind of one thing I wanted to point out. And then, like on all other WE Glocks, it's going to be WET 5168. Then we move up to the barrel right here. You get the same thing as you do on this part of the slide, so WET 5168. Other than that, there should be something right here on the real one, but on this version it's just a blank little rectangle. And then obviously the laser does not come included, so I'm not going to really talk about that too much. But anyway, that is going to be everything that is trademark related on this pistol. Not really a whole lot, but it's just a basic Glock. Next I will go, oops, that's bad. It's okay, it's built tough. Anyway, next I will talk about is what it is made out of. So, like a normal Glock, if you're familiar, is going to have polymer and metal. And polymer for the lower frame, for the mag release, for the base of the magazine, the trigger, and let's see what else. The sights are going to be polymer. Parts that are going to be metal is the what's it called? The field strip little tabs right here, the selector switch, and the slide obviously, and the outer barrel and inner barrel are going to be all metal, and then obviously the magazine is going to be metal, has to be. Well, not necessarily, but for this case, yes it is. And for the most part, that's really the construction of the gun. The unique features of the gun is it's a semi and full auto model, which is why it's called the Glock, or the G23C, WE23C. There is a semi, just a plain semi version. I think it's KJW, but I think KW, or not KWA, I think WE also makes a plain semi version, but this one is the semi and full auto version. And another kind of unique thing is when you rack the slide, it's got like a split slide going here. So instead of just this top being covered, like on the Glock 27 where it's just flat, you have holes there pretty much to cut down the weight of the slide, so then it'll move faster for the rate of for the full auto. But this is not for really, you know, relevant for the airsoft version, because this is really more towards the real gun, since the real gun, you know, it's going to be moving fast, and if you take out a lot of the weight from the slide, it'll move faster. Airsoft, it's really not going to change anything. Like, for instance, like my Glock 18 and this are really, you know, the same RPMs. So for the most part, this is just kind of like a little feature. It's not really anything that you know, gonna help you or anything. Another cool like thing I've noticed too, which is a first for me seeing this on a WE, is this ejection little piece right here. It actually moves. Like, if I can't really I mean, it's a separate piece. It's not all like together into the slide like the other ones. It's actually like a separate piece apart from the slide, which I've never seen before for WE. Is normally that'd be like a custom job for you to make that to be, you know, how it is. Like on my custom Glock, I got a slide, and the firing pin, or this whatever this thing is called, is also separated from the slide. But you know, that's kind of like, I guess, a feature you can call it. For the other thing you could do with this, like all the other Glocks, is you can actually change the back strap. You can either make it to where you can have a fatter grip, or you can have a medium grip, or you can have the plain grip, which is what this is right now. And I mean, honestly, I'm pretty comfortable with all of them, but just for the sake of it right now, I'm just gonna do that without the back straps on. And then you're also gonna have a rail included on the bottom, which is kind of like the standard Glock rail, and then the safety underneath, so you can pretty much mount, you know, small, you know, flashlights, lasers, like I do have right here. So that's kind of, you know. Alright, sorry I had to cut off halfway there. My memory ran out. So anyway, what I kind of left off as with was on the rail, but now after that, I'll kind of show you a basic way of how this gun field strips, which is going to be the exact same procedure for every, oh, that's my cat, for every WE Glock. Stop, go. Anyway, so first thing you want to go ahead and do is cock the gun so the hammer inside is engaged, then take out the magazine, and then just kind of have the gun like about a quarter of the way cocked back. Push these pins down on both sides and then let go, and then at the same time keep those pins held down, and then just push on this end, and the slide should come off. And then pretty much this is what you're gonna get. Also, one kind of other cool thing with this gun is it's got the really nice distinctive hammer click, and it sounds really amazing. It sounds really durable and just stiff and awesome sounding. I don't know why. This is just really a big like thing, and for me, for some reason, that this feels like incredible. And yeah, it's just one of those little things. But anyway, that's how the field stripping is done, and then putting it back, you just align the rails, and then pretty much cock it back, except this thing is being stubborn. There we go. And then there you go. That's how you put back the gun together. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and talk about performance. It's going to be shooting roughly 300 to 330 FPS with 0.2 gram BBs or 0.20 gram BBs, however you prefer. You could use a heavier BB. It's up to you. Really depends on what you're trying to hit and how far the target is. But you know, it's fairly consistent for the most part. There doesn't really jump ridiculously low or anything. And for the magazine, it's going to be holding, I think, around 25 rounds, a double stack magazine. And you can power it either with green gas or propane, whichever you prefer. Just keep in mind, propane is going to need silicone mixed together for it to work, you know, very good. But anyway, roughly from one mag, from one gas fill, I mean, you could probably get 1.5, maybe to 2 mags out if it's a really nice warm day. So that's not bad. So if you're going to be shooting this, you know, warm weather, you should be fairly okay. And then actually, the one thing I forgot to talk about was the hop-up adjustment. There is a wheel here, and this is the same for all WE series Glocks. There is a small little wheel right underneath the inner barrel. That wheel, you can turn it and it'll adjust the hop up or down or whatever you really need it to go to. It's really simple. I mean, all you gotta do is field strip it in order to get to that piece, but that's not really that hard. It's quite simple. But let's see. I guess anything else? The dots, it's going to be a dot sight system. It is not going to be bracket sights like it is on the Glock 17 and I think on the 18. I'm not sure what other Glock models do have the bracket sights, but for those two, they definitely do. But I don't know if I mentioned earlier that the compatibility with magazines. I don't think I did, but you notice that, I don't know if I had the other magazines, I would compare them all. But anyway, this is the one that's specifically made for the Glock 23. You see it would sit in there perfectly fine. This is compatible with the Glock, this is for WE only. It is compatible with the Glock 17, 18, I think the 19, I'm not sure, I don't have a 19, but I think it maybe might be compatible. The 34 and 35, and an extended mag. So all of those are going to fit this gun and fire with ease. The only Glock model is not going to fit in here is the Glock 26C, the mini Glock or baby Glock, whatever you call it, since it is too short and kind of stops about where the thumb slit is, so it's only got that much space. It does not have enough to reach to the nozzle. So that one is the only one that's not going to work, but other than that, all of those are going to work since they are all compatible with each other, which is kind of a cool thing. So other than that, you know, it's quite handy. But for my rating, I will give this gun. I have used it for a while, probably since October, or even before that. I would say September is when I purchased it. It is now February going into March, and I mean, it is not bad at all. It really is an awesome pistol. I have really no complaints so far, really none. It is a very nice pistol, very good for anybody that's, you know, trying to afford something, you know, that's decent, something that will, you know, be somewhat efficient and, you know, consistent with FPS and range and everything, and full auto. I mean, can't beat that. And I mean, would I recommend it? I would say 100% yes. I would rate this probably a 10 out of 10 because you could do so much. You know, it's very compatible with magazines. You can put attachments on. You can, I mean, I'm not sure if they have upgrades for it, but I know for a Glock 26 they do have upgrades. So, you know, there's something you could work with here, which is kind of nice. And it's full auto. I mean, That's the best part, is when you just, you know, spray and pray the last minute when you're in a corner. But I mean, honestly, I think that's all I can really say about this. One more thing, actually. I forgot that these, you can see that there's threads in the barrel, which you can mount a silencer to. One sec. Oh my god, this camera sucks. There we go. You can see that there's threads in there. So if you have a thread adapter, you can easily thread on a suppressor, just for, you know, the realism. And since this barrel is reinforced, you can see how much of that part is reinforced. It won't really crack over, you know, for a while. You could see it barely even, like, I've shot this so many times, it is just barely scratching right now, because this upper barrel is really good, and it's really sturdy. You can just see it's, you know, very, very thick, like, metal in that, you know, particular area, so it's kind of nice. But yeah, guys, that's everything that I can really say at the moment about the WE G23 Glock pistol. If you guys have any other questions, just let me know in the message or in the comments below. If you guys like my videos, or if you haven't seen my videos, welcome to my channel, and also subscribe for, you know, more airsoft, you know, reviews, shootings, experiments. I'm gonna start doing like some experimenting now, like I did with my cold weather GBBs outside, so stuff like that. So, you know, if it's something that piques your interest, definitely subscribe to my channel. I try to do videos as much as I can, and I do apologize that I keep, you know, not making videos for like 2-month periods sometimes. It's just sometimes I, you know, get really busy, or just something happens, you know. So I apologize for that, and I really appreciate some of you subscribers staying with me, even though I've been kind of lacking in the videos. But, you know, once summer comes around, I'm gonna definitely be making more videos. I have a special awesome thing coming in the mail this coming Monday, so expect a video of that. And then once I save up enough money, I am selling 2 guns at the moment. One is a G&G not a shotgun, G&G gas sniper, and the other one is an Echo 1 spring shotgun. So